whānau katoa nau mai hoki mai ki tōku reo. Ko rau kura taku ingoa.
Kia ora hoa mā, ko raimona taku ingoa. Welcome back to another episode of TŌKU REO, where we delve into the pages of Professor John Moorfield's Te Whanake books.
For at least the last 2 episodes, you learn how to ask and say what something is. In this episode, we're going to get into some new piece of grammar.
Awesome one, sis. That's right, whānau. Today, we'll look at how to ask and say how many things there are. Now, remember, our theme this week has seen our reo being used while you're playing cards with your mates.
Let's not waste any time and get into the first section of the night, grammar.
You know it, whānau. G-R-A-M-M-A-R. By now, you should all know how to count to 10 in Māori, and today is your chance to get some counting practice. But first, let's explain how to ask questions that start with how many. In Māori, we use e here. For example, say you wanted to ask someone how many pens they have, you would say e here o pene. How many pens do you have? Now, we've come across or in previous episodes. It is the plural form of tō, meaning your. Let's take a look at some examples. E here o pereti. How many plates do you have? E here o puka. How many books do you have? E here o peke. How many bags do you have? What do you reckon, huh? Kei te pai? Sweet. Now let's check out how to answer. Now let's say your friend had 8 pens. Here's how she would answer. E here o pene. E waru aku pene. I have 8 pens. You will notice that the question word here is replaced by the answer, which in this case is waru, and o is replaced with aku, which is my. So, just a quick recap. In past episodes, you learned that tō is for your and taku for my. O is the plural of tō and aku is the plural of taku. Plurals are used when you are talking about 2 or more things, so that's kei te pai. So let's take a look at some answers using our previous examples. E here o pereti. E rua aku pereti. I have 2 plates. E here o puka. E ono aku puka. I have 6 books. E here o peke. Ko tahi taku peke. I have 1 bag. You remember our friend e from our episode on terms of address? Well, the rules for using e still applies here. That is, if the word for the number or the first word of the number has 1 long vowel sound or 2 short vowel sounds, it is preceded by e. If it's any longer, like o kotahi and te kau, then e is dropped. Here are 2 examples to show what we mean. E rua aku pereti. Ko tahi taku peke. Let's cross to our friends to see how they use this new language pattern.
Hey Maria, is there anything I can do?
Oh yeah, can you grab some plates, please?
Do you have enough for everyone? E here o pereti.
E ono, there should be some in the cupboard.
Oh, yep. Here they are.
Oh, and can you get some forks too, please?
E here o poka.
Te kau.
E here. E here can also be used to ask someone how old they are. Now, the Māori word for year is tau, and it's this word we use when asking for someone's age. E here o tau. How old are you? When it comes to answering it, it follows the same structure as our previous examples, where here is replaced with the age of the person and or is replaced with aku. Here's an example. E he o tau? E waru aku tau. I'm 8 years old. Don't forget, though, that the rule about e applies to this language pattern as well. Here are some more examples. E he o tau? E iwa aku tau. I'm 9 years old. E he o tau? Te kau mā waru aku tau. I'm 18 years old. E he o tau? Te kau aku tau. I'm 10. Now let's see our friends use this language pattern at their card night.
What did you guys get up to today?
I just picked my tickets up.
What's that for, bro?
I'm off to California at the end of the month.
True. You going to Disneyland?
Don't be jealous. I'm going with my tuakana.
Raimana, e hia o tau.
Rua te kau aku tau. Why is that?
For a minute there I thought, e rima o tau.
If you haven't picked this all up, we've got our exercises later in the show to give you some more practice. But now it's time for our weekly dialect section before we head into the break.
A katoa rehe can it can represent a negative. It means a person who stands out for some reason or other, but it can be in a negative sense or in a positive sense, depending on how you are describing that person. But certainly that person is apart from others. But there are many other words like that, like autaia, nehe, and it depends how you use the word. But there are also other words like Māori that are neutralising word that describes a person, no particular connotation on the person, not yet anyway. And if there is, then the terms go back to that autaia, katoa rehe, and there are many, many other words.
Katipu, kaora, hii! Katipu, kaora, hii!
To reinforce what you're learning on TŌKU Reo at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whanake resources, more exercises, a forum for TŌKU Reo viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary. Have fun, kia ora!
Katipu, kaora, hii!
Kia ora mai anō tātou, nau mai hoki mai. It's that time again. We've got our 10 kupu hou for you guys at home to learn. You know the drill. We're going to look at the first 5 words and their proper pronunciation, followed by their spelling. So let's check them out. Rorohiko, computer. Epurangi, internet. Imera, email. Te reina, train. Puti, boat. Let's take another look at our 5 words with the help of some images. You might want to pay attention here because you may see them again in the show. Rorohiko, computer. Epurangi, internet. Imera, email. Te reina, train. Puti, boat.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
Okay, now let's check out our next set of words. Again, we'll hear the pronunciation of the word, followed by how it's spelt. Pikitia, picture, film. Pikitia. Muri, the rear, behind or after. Muri. Waka, canoe or vehicle. Waka. Ipu, container or bowl. Ipu. Tarakihana, tractor. Tarakihana. It's time for our pictures again. Try your best to memorise them for the exercise segment coming up after the break. Pikitia, picture, film. Pikitia. Muri, the rear, behind or after. Muri. Waka, canoe or vehicle. Waka. Ipu, container or bowl. Ipu. Tarakihana, tractor. Tarakihana.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
Congratulations, you've added yet another 10 words to your growing vocab. Let's check out all the 10 words at the same time before we check out this week's word of the week. Rorohiko, computer. Epurangi, internet. Imera, email. Te reina, train. Puti, boat. Pikitia, picture, film. Pikitia. Muri, the rear, behind or after. Muri. Waka, canoe or vehicle. Waka. Ipu, container or bowl. Ipu. Tarakihana, tractor. Tarakihana.
Our kupu ho, new word for today, is niko. Well, actually, it's not a kupu ho, it's a kupu tawhito, an old word, being brought back to life in a new context. Niko is the traditional word for wild cabbage. So the next time you sit down to eat your kai and cabbage is on the menu, perhaps instead of calling it kapeti, the more commonly used word for cabbage, and a transliteration, you can now call it niko, cabbage, niko.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei. Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
To access the podcast, go to www.tōkureo.māori.nz and click on episodes. Choose your episode and move the mouse to the right-hand side of the screen where you'll find a link called Podcasts. Click this link to download TŌKU REO podcast to your iPod, MP3 player, etc. video, audio and exercises, you can brush up on your te reo Māori skills anywhere, anytime, 24/7. Kia kaha.
Ka tipu, ka ora, hei.
Welcome back, guys. It's that time again. Raukura and I are going to take you guys through today's challenges.
That's right, Huama. We've got some multi-choice, we've got some guess the image exercises, we've even got our freeze frame challenge.
Woohoo! Well, so let's get started. In our first exercise, you'll hear a sentence in English and then you'll have to choose the correct Māori sentence. Now remember, this is multi-choice, so you'll have 4 choices to pick from.
Get your whānau and your friends at home to challenge you. The fastest time wins. Here's an example.
How many cars do you have?
The correct answer is e hia o motoka. Now it's your turn. Good luck.
I'm 7 years old.
The correct answer is e whitu aku tau.
I have 10 cups.
The correct answer is tekau aku kapu.
How old are you?
The correct answer is e hia o tau.
Ka pai e huama. If you got all the answers right, then good on you. This next exercise is our freeze frame challenge.
This is your chance to take on the roles of our actors and get the feel for te reo in a conversation.
Come on, whānau, you guys should know how this exercise runs now. You'll see snippets of role-play footage and you'll be prompted to jump in with today's grammar point.
Here we go.
Hey Maria, is there anything I can do?
Oh yeah, can you grab some plates, please?
Do you have enough for everyone? E hia o peretu.
E ono, there should be some in the cupboard.
Oh, yep. Here they are.
Oh, and can you get some forks too, please?
E hia o poka.
TŌKU.
What did you guys get up to today?
Oh, I just picked my tickets up.
What's that for, bro?
I'm off to California at the end of the month.
True. You going to Disneyland?
Don't be jealous. I'm going with my tuakana.
Raimona. E hia o tau.
Rua tekau aku tau. Why is that?
For a minute there I thought, e rima o tau.
Okay, here's our last exercise for the day. Now this is going to challenge your knowledge of our new grammar point, but at the same time you'll get a bit of practice in with today's kupuho.
That's right. You will see an image followed by the question we've learnt today. It's your job to guess how many items are in the image by using today's response.
Kei te pai? Well, here's our example of our exercise. E hia o motoka.
here, you would give your answer e whā aku motoka. Now that that's out of the way, let's get into it. Good luck.
E he opoti.
E rua aku poti.
E he oipu.
Te kau aku ipu.
E hea o I mera.
E rima aku I mera.
E hea o te reina.
E whetū aku te reina.
Congratulations, guys. You have survived another round of TŌKU REO challenges.
Awesome one, all right, guys. And let's slip one last exercise in. Unscramble these.
A computer.
The answer is rorohiko.
Train.
The answer is te reina.
Canoe or vehicle.
The answer is waka.
Tractor.
The answer is tarakihana.
The rear or behind.
The answer is muri.
Tēnā anō rā koutou. Knowing that a single word denotes a particular set of things in English is no guarantee that an equivalent word in Māori will denote the same set of things. Understanding this will help you learn the language. For example, in English we have separate words for leg and foot, but in Māori, waiwai is used for both. Thin can be used of people or things, but in Māori there are separate words. Rahirahi for thin, when referring to things only, and tūpuhi for people, but not for anything else. Both words have other meanings as well. Hearing and seeing a particular word used in a variety of contexts will gradually build up an understanding of its meanings. But looking at all the meanings in a good dictionary will also help you know the appropriate context in which to use a word.
It's that time of the show, whānau, where Raukura and I say, haere rā.
That's right. I know you hate to see us go, but tomorrow's another day, so start using today's kupu hou at home.
Practice and then get your nono back here, pōpō, and we'll get into some revision. So, tila pōpō whānau, kia mau,
Kia u,
ki tōku reo.